WWE's Crown Jewel from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, delivered. What a show. And who had Camel on their WWE bingo card for 2021? You may have just got yourself a point, especially with the fact Riddle rode a camel to the ring. I honestly love this. This was hilarious. And you may not know this, but this is not the first time someone from WWE has rode a camel to make their entrance. Love it. But this is things you might have missed. Make sure you've liked the video. It really does help the video out. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Now, we've all been wondering, everyone's been going back and forth on Twitter today. What will Paul Heyman do? The main event for the Universal title, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And Brock should have won. The referee was knocked down from a misplaced F5. And of course, Charles Robinson was then lifted up by Brock Lesnar with one freaking hand. Fair play to Brock. That's awesome. But it was the Tribal Chief who retained the title with the help from the Usos. Kind of a help from Paul Heyman. He slid the belt in, but there was no indication who he was meant to give it to. And just look at Heyman's face. This is not over. 100%. Brock Lesnar will not be going away. I can guarantee that. We know Brock is a free agent. He can still show up on SmackDown. Maybe he does tomorrow night. But there's no way Brock Lesnar's going to have that ending be the end of that. And with Paul Heyman's face, that look of uncertainty, I don't know if that's what Heyman wanted. I think he may have been trying to help Brock Lesnar. But it was Hell in a Cell that started off tonight. I love this match. Really class. Edge picking up the victory. Not what I predicted, but a match I'm perfectly fine with getting wrong. This was so good. This bitter blood feud between Edge and Seth has been amazing. We did actually get to see Seth deliver the unprettier Christian's old move onto Edge, and of course he went for the eye of Edge as well, which I thought was a great flashback. We all know what Seth Rollins does with eyeballs. So Edge, you got very lucky tonight, dude. You really did. But this was my favourite spot, the table spot for sure. But of course, as I said, it was Edge with a victory, and he even used the curb stomp to get it. Love the storytelling. I'm just kind of sad it's over. But the major talking point was in the promo video for this. You did see The Fiend. Now, this is probably the last time we're ever going to see The Fiend, because his 90 days expires next week. So that was probably it. That last glimpse of The Fiend in WWE was probably in the promo package for Crown Jewel. And also, it's the last pay-per-view that Bray Wyatt is a contracted WWE superstar. Goldberg got his old entrance back. Talk of The Fiend, we have to talk about Goldberg. Look at this dude, he looked petrified standing next to Goldberg during his entrance. And then this dude, you know he's remembering what happened with The Fiend. He's boiling, you can see the rage in his eyes. He wanted to slap Goldberg. You should have done it, dude, you should have done it. But genuinely, a very good match. Goldberg with the victory. I'm perfectly fine with it. I think Goldberg with this spear off the actual ramp onto tables, it looked cool. And when you can make a finish look cool, it doesn't matter who you are. There's no reason Lashley should have kicked out of that, so I'm fine with it. Look at the blood on Lashley's arm. I'm not sure when he got that. I don't know if it was from that spot or not, but it looked brutal. And look at this dude after the spear from the barricade, just chilling out. He had the best seat in the house. Look at him. Goldberg is always going to be a controversial character now. And some people will love it, some people will hate it. But you got to admit when a match makes sense. And this one made sense. WWE Shop has Crown Jewel merchandise. Of course, the Queen's Crown shirt, the King of the Ring shirt, and of course, the pay-per-view poster shirt. All available now. We are never allowed to forget Becky Lynch's glasses from her backstage interview. Absolute perfect from Big Time Bex. Of course, the women's triple threat match was amazing. The crowd really didn't start off hot for it, but as the match went on, they did. And that's what WWE need to remember. They need to give these matches time. A great spot was Sasha hitting the three amigos, the three suplexes, and the crowd erupting in Eddie chants. Really nice to hear that. And of course, Bianca Belair as well, with a body slam to Sasha Banks. With one arm, she pressed her over her head. That looked pretty cool. I like that. But the ending was even better. The referee definitely couldn't see Becky holding onto the ropes. Sasha Banks stacked up like a pretzel. Bianca Belair couldn't get in the ring in time. Becky Lynch stealing the win, but retaining her, hold on, I'm getting confused because they're all on different brands, her SmackDown Women's Championship, and now she will head to Raw. Just nobody tell Seth Rollins that the referee took the knee to Becky Lynch. He's feeling brave because he watched Hell in a Cell. Mansoor picked up a huge win. The streak continues in Saudi Arabia for Mansoor. But of course, Mustafa Ali did not go away quietly again. They gave these two time, and the wrestling was great. Come on, WWE. You could do this on Raw. Makes perfect sense. But we did get the mystery man come out at the end of this match, confronting Mustafa Ali. This was a legit silver medal Olympist who basically kicked the head off of Mustafa Ali and picked up one of the biggest pops of the night. As Sean Ross Sapp said on Twitter, this worked amazing for the local audience. RK Bro retained the Raw Tag Team Championships. Love to see it. Honestly, I didn't think they'd lose the titles this soon. AJ and Omos, I don't think they were ready. But just a reminder, Riddle rode a camel to the ring in Saudi Arabia. That's something off of his bucket list for sure. Xavier Woods' boyhood dream has come true. I know that's Shawn Michaels' line. I'm using it because it made so much sense. This was such a feel-good moment. I really didn't think WWE would do it, but I love it. And the fact you could see he was genuinely happy, genuinely emotional to be in the position he's always wanted to be in. Love to see it. Great King of the Ring tournament. But can the same be said for the Queen's Crown? I think the fans are happy Zelina won. Zelina obviously was one of the finalists along with Doudrop. Doudrop had a good showing tonight. Let's not get that wrong. She totally did. But Zelina Vega, I think, was the right choice for this. Okay, I wanted Doudrop more than Zelina, but I do feel like Zelina as a heel queen has more legs to it, and they can do so much more. Big E was able to retain the WWE Championship in what was a really good match. We knew Drew was going to SmackDown, so it's not a major shock, but the match itself was hard-hitting, and being Big E's first pay-per-view championship defense is exactly what Big E needed. I also have this screen cap on my phone of Big E's after he won the match, and I kind of feel like I had to include it because I don't know what's going on there. Major props, by the way, to Bianca Belair, who today was named PWI #1 women's wrestler on their top 150 women's wrestler list. Huge accomplishment for Bianca. Sasha Banks actually ranked in #6. So great look for the WWE's women's division. The legendary Undertaker made an appearance, unfortunately not tonight on Crown Jewel, but instead last night he made this appearance. It went viral on social media of him introducing Pitbull. Now, obviously this was in Saudi Arabia, so there was a lot of speculation of if Undertaker will show up tonight. He didn't. And fair play, we all know he's retired, so we kind of got to accept this now that he's maybe not going to keep coming back. Something definitely worth a mention is that Mustafa Ali is donating all of his earnings from tonight's show to charity, man. How can we meant to boo this dude? Seriously, what a great guy. But that was Crown Jewel, and do you know what? The honest truth is, if you're a wrestling fan, this show had something for you. It did cater to everything. We did get the feel-good moments. We did get the fun moments. We did get the hardcore moments. And by the way, in my opinion, Hell in a Cell stole the show tonight. And I find it ridiculous that Dave Meltzer's trying anything possible to not give this match 5 stars. It was brilliant. I really don't believe that the main event was the final story for Roman and Brock. I do think they're going to clash again. Maybe at the Rumble. Maybe day 1. Maybe at WrestleMania. It's possible. Just look at Heyman's face. That's all you need to see to know that this story is not done Yeah. And also, massive shout out to the crowd in Saudi Arabia who were literally on fire the entire night. They loved this show, and it was a joy to watch and hear them enjoy the show. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like the video, share the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Peace!